So today, we're going to talk about something huge, the wild and kind of controversial role that artificial intelligence is playing in our own personal growth. You see, it promises to be this incredible tool for self-improvement, but it also comes with some pretty serious warnings. Okay, let's get into it. I mean, just think about that for a second. Imagine having a guide that knows your exact weaknesses and strengths, that's there for you 24/7 to help you nail a new skill, get in shape, or even just get better at your relationships. It's a really powerful idea, right? A personal development dream team all living right in your pocket. And here's the thing, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is happening right now. For millions of people, AI is already stepping into these roles. It's shifting from being just a simple tool to becoming a real partner in our journey for self-betterment. And it's completely changing the game. And the applications are popping up everywhere. We're seeing AI create these super personalized learning paths, to help you study. It's offering mental health support through chatbots. It's designing custom fitness and diet plans based on your data. It's even helping us get better at communicating and just managing our crazy day-to-day lives. And this is where we get to the heart of the matter. It's the big question in this whole explainer. You've got the promise on one side and the peril on the other. Are these amazing tools actually making us smarter, more capable people? Or are they becoming a kind of cognitive crutch that might actually make us weaker over time? All right, let's start with the good stuff. Let's talk about the promise, because some recent research has found a really surprising benefit to using AI that honestly goes against what most of us would probably think. This quote pretty much nails the common worry, doesn't it? It comes from a survey of people who were asked how they thought AI would affect learning. And the common wisdom is, if you outsource your thinking to a machine, that's gotta be bad for you. If AI just hands you the answer, you don't have to struggle for it, so you don't really learn. It makes total sense, right? Well, a fascinating experiment decided to put that exact idea to the test. And what they found was completely unexpected. It basically flipped all that conventional wisdom on its head. So in this study, they had one group practice their writing with an AI assistant, and another group practiced without one. Then later, they tested both groups, and this is the key part, with no AI help at all. And the group that had practiced with the AI, they scored way higher. This number here, D equals 0.40, that's the statistical proof of that performance boost. It's a real, meaningful jump in their skill, showing that practicing with an AI can actually make you better on your own. So why? How did that happen? Well, the researchers figured out that it's because we learn really well from good examples. The AI wasn't just giving them answers, it was showing them how to write well, over and over, at the exact moment they needed the feedback. It's kind of like having a master tennis coach showing you the perfect swing again and again until you just absorb it and can do it yourself. Okay, but for all that incredible promise, there's a whole other side to this story. We have to look at the peril now. Because there's also a growing pile of evidence that relying too much on AI could have some serious negative effects on our brains. This table, it's from a study on the cognitive effects of AI, and it's pretty sobering. Just look at these numbers. About half of the frequent AI users they surveyed said they were having more trouble with things like concentration, recalling information, even learning new things. And maybe the most concerning one, 57% reported feeling anxious when they couldn't use their AI tools. That points straight to a real risk of dependency. And that dependency, it leads here. This quote from that same study sums up the long-term danger perfectly. The key word is atrophy. The idea that our mental muscles for things like critical thinking and problem solving could literally get weaker from not being used because we're just handing those tasks over to a machine. So we're stuck, right? We're caught between this amazing promise and this really significant peril, which brings up a critical question. How do we get all the benefits without taking on all the risks? Well, the answer seems to lie in a playbook that's being developed, a framework for using AI responsibly. The very first step is just realizing that this isn't all on us, the users. This diagram of the AI value chain shows that the responsibility is shared. It starts with the AI developers who actually build these tools, then it moves to the companies that use them, and finally, it rests with us, the consumers. Everybody has a part to play in this. So what does responsible AI even look like? Well, it's built on these core ideas. First, AI should be explainable, meaning we can actually understand why it made a certain choice. It also has to be transparent, so we always know when it's being used to make a decision about us. It must be fair, built to avoid any built-in biases, and most important of all, it has to be human-centric, always aimed at helping people, not hurting them. And this isn't just theory. You can put these principles into practice. This is a decision matrix that helps companies figure out how much human oversight is actually needed for a task. For something low stakes, like suggesting what movie you should watch next, the AI can probably just run on its own. But when the stakes are really high, like with a medical diagnosis, you absolutely need a human in the loop to make that final call. But at the end of the day, after all the talk about developers and rules, the power really comes back to us. These frameworks help, but the minute-to-minute choice of how we actually use these powerful tools, well, that's on us. And this brings us to two really different paths we can take. We can treat AI as a co-pilot, a tool that makes our skills better while we stay in the driver's seat and keep learning. Or we can let it become an autopilot, a system that just replaces our skills and does the work for us. One is a tool for growth, the other is just a tool for getting something done. That choice is everything. So, in the end, it all comes down to this. AI is one of the most powerful tools for personal development ever created. It can be our teacher, our coach, our partner in growth, but only if we choose to be the pilot, not just the passenger. The technology is here, and it's here to help. The real question we all have to answer for ourselves is, who's really in charge?